Okay, so this next portion of your notes, this is the real deal. This is the meat of this entire section. Okay, that little bit about finding the solution of the inequality and you plug in your ordered pair and is it true or is it false, that's all nice. But the real deal is what we're about to do right now, graphing an inequality. All right, now you have graphed a line before. Sometimes some of y'all can do it very well. Some of y'all can do it, y'all are okay. Others, you're going to have some difficulty with this section because everything that we're about to talk about here deals with your line. And if you cannot graph the line correctly, then the whole thing will be wrong. Okay? So when we talk about graphing an inequality, we're going to start off talking about the line. But just like the way we started the unit at the beginning, where you had to draw the number line to show me the infinite number of solutions, you also have to show on the graph where your solutions are. They're not going to be to the left or the right. They're going to be in some region on your graph, okay? So when we talk about graphing an inequality with two variables, basically what we're talking about is a set of points that represent all solutions. So this set of points right here, this is going to be the region on the graph that you are going to have to show me where that region is located, okay? Everything starts off with a boundary line. You've got that word there. You know what a boundary is. A boundary tells you where you can cross, okay? How far you can go. Boundary line is the same thing when we're talking about inequalities. Now, I need you to remember, back at the beginning, we talk about open and closed circles. The boundary line is the same idea. It's like the open and closed circles, okay? When you were doing your simple little number line at the beginning of the unit. So let's talk about a boundary line. By definition, it's going to be the line that divides the coordinate plane into the part that represents the solutions and the part that doesn't. Okay? So your boundary line is going to be the actual line that you graph where one side of that line has all the solutions. Everybody that's living there is a solution to that inequality. And then on the other side of the line, they're not solutions. They're not invited to the party. You see what I'm saying? So that line is very important. Line is very important. Now, there are two types of lines that you're going to have to be able to physically draw. You're still going to draw, do your y-intercept and then your rise over run to get your second point. But before you pick up that ruler and just draw a straight line, I've got to tell you what that line should look like, okay? And that depends on the inequality that you have. If your inequality is just greater than or less than, you are going to draw a dashed line. Now, you learned at the beginning of the unit that greater than, less than means open circle, right? Open circle. Open circle means that number is just the starting point. It's not included. That's just where the line starts and the arrow keeps going. Same thing here. If you draw a dashed line, that means the points on the line are not part of the solution. It's just the boundary line to let you know where the solutions are and where they aren't. Those points on the line are not part of the solution. Okay? And then this next video, I'll tell you what